Well, folks, get ready for Iraq 2.0 because that is exactly what is happening today. Yesterday, a Japanese-owned oil tanker was attacked in the Gulf of Oman, and immediately following that attack, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo goes to a podium and he says, we're pretty certain that this was Iran. Iran is the country that attacked this tanker. And then later on, Pompeo says, well, hold up, we've got some video evidence here. And you can clearly see in this video evidence that you have Iranians planting a mine on the side of this tanker. Case closed, folks, right? Because we know our intelligence community wouldn't falsify information, right? Except that's exactly what already happened, and it hasn't even been 24 hours. This morning, the owner of that tanker, Japanese business owner by the name of Yukaka Katara, came out and said, not in as harsh of words as I'm about to use, but this is the gist of what he said, the U.S. is lying about this. First of all, the video they showed was actually in reverse. They weren't putting the mine on the ship. Those were the rescuers removing it so that it didn't explode and cause further damage. Second of all, the area where Mike Pompeo said the ship was struck, it was actually the opposite side. And it came from the air, not from the sea. So basically, Mr. Katara comes out and says, hey, everything Mike Pompeo and the United States is saying right now that Iran allegedly did to my ship, it's not true. They're lying. Folks, they're lying. And what's great about this, though, and I know that's a weird thing to say, everybody knew Pompeo was lying about this prior to Mr. Katara coming out and telling us this. I mean, Iran is the one that sent their military out there to rescue these sailors. 44 of them rescued from that ship by Iran. That's not exactly something that a country that's trying to bomb you into oblivion would do. Not to mention the fact that at the time this bombing took place, you had the Japanese prime minister sitting with Iran's leader, Ayatollah al-Khamenei, trying to work out some kind of peace, trying to ease tensions, trying to get Iran and the United States talking again so that no conflict would happen. Iran was open to it, and Japan was trying to make it happen. So why on earth, when you have the Japanese prime minister sitting in there in a meeting, would Iran send a crew out to attack a Japanese-owned oil tanker? It sounds like something out of a really bad movie. Like, oh, we distract the prime minister and bomb their ship. No, that's not what happens in real life, folks. What happens is that, yes, these ships have been attacked. There have been attacks in the past. Saudi Arabia is always quick to blame Iran. Everybody's always quick to point fingers at Iran. Pompeo yesterday was quick to point fingers at Iran. Well, guess what? They have zero evidence to suggest that Iran did it. And the owner of the tanker itself says the United States is lying about it. So even if it was Iranians who ended up attacking that ship, there's not even any evidence that the government directed it. It could have been irate, angry, well-organized Iranians or Iraqis or Saudi Arabians. How about we wait until more information comes out? But more importantly, why should we even be getting all riled up and ready for war when an oil tanker owned by a different country, thousands upon thousands of miles away from the borders of the U.S., is attacked by somebody else? I hate to sound like an isolationist, but to be honest, folks, come on. That's not something that we need to be involved in at all, right? That sounds like an issue between Japan and Iran. And Japan doesn't seem to think Iran is the one responsible. Maybe they're wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and side with Japan on this one and believe the fact that these war-hungry psychopaths in the Trump administration, Pompeo, Bolton, and the rest of them, that they're trying to once again phony up information so they can start another unwinnable and endless Middle Eastern war with Iran. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.